Good morning. It's another new day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm so grateful for the gift of life. I don't take it for granted. Um, Being alive is a privilege. So yes, welcome back to my channel. We proceeding with the story of how my kid has been sick without me knowing it. Was spiritual battle, and it was spiritual battle because of the dream that I had dreamt the first week of my kid in this world. So we had left where I had brought my second house help that I was uh, referred by the first house help. Okay, the first house help that I had when my kids started getting sick had referred me to another house help. So she came back. We started working, and my kid had just closed school, so they had to go home. But she declined to go home. Akakataa kwenda home. So she said she'll go back to where she lives. She told me she lives around Pipeline, those sides, with her mom and her kid. So I said it's okay. So she was just coming, do the cleaning, then go back to where she was staying, as she was saying. So those 2 weeks, when my kids had gone home, a lot happened because within those 2 weeks, a lot had happened because my TV, my UFA, my Wi-Fi had all burnt. In short, my electronic had all burnt. Why? Because this girl, uh, these cyber people who usually connect Wi-Fi to people's apartments, okay, came to my house, asked her if he can put something to regulate the Wi-Fi of the whole apartment, and she agreed without letting me know. Okay, without letting me know. So I'm waking up kama kawaida, the way I'm used to wake up and check my phone. Then there's no connection. I went to check what's happening. I found something is scattered. Some part of plastics are scattered because that thing broke. It bursted. Okay, then I asked, what is this? Because I had not seen it, because I was a drunkard. I was drinking. I was not praying. That's why the Bible tells us to always stay woke, stay alert, be sober. To stay sober, and I don't mean to stay sober. To stay sober does not mean staying sober it's that you're not supposed to drink or anything. But I'm not saying you should drink. I mean, staying sober is knowing that life is spiritual, and always pray. Always pray, not because you need something. Always pray, not because you're sick. Always pray when you're happy, when you're not, because life is spiritual, and this is a battlefield. We are fighting with things that we don't know what we are fighting. Because imagine someone can just be jealous of you. Someone can just be jealous of you, and that can affect you if you're not praying. Okay, you just start seeing misfortune in your life, and it's just because Esther is jealous of you and she's doing some things, and you've not wronged them, but they just hate you over nothing. So it's always good to pray. So I wasn't praying. I was just drinking, you know all those things. So I didn't care about anything. I could leave my kids, come at midnight drunk. I don't care how my kid had been the whole day, because I know I'm paying someone to look after them. My friends, parents, take care of your kids. Stay woke. Oh my God, I've learned my lesson, and that's why I want to tell you this story, for you to stay woke. So And that was it. I asked her, why should you allow him to put something in my house and without my permission? She said nothing, and she told me she thought it's okay. She thought nothing could have happened and it's okay. That was it. So we continued like that. Things started deteriorating. My life started changing again. At that time I didn't lost my job, but I was I was not working because the job that I was doing, I was working on commission. Now I started now lacking clients. My clients started going away. Clients are not coming. Yani, my life started deteriorating. I can't get food. I was paying for my phone. I can't pay my copper phone, and I was just paying 120 shillings. I have one friend, Carol. Carol was paying for that phone always. Oh God, may God bless her. She Imagine, I've just finished telling her to pay for my phone. Then again, I'm telling her, please send some money home. I'll give you when I get. Then again, I've not eaten lunch. Please buy for may God bless her, because I think she was a God sent. Alikuwa ametumwa tu na God anishikilie that period, and may God bless her so much. So things started changing. Then I continued with my life, drinking and all those kind of stuffs. But one day she called me at night at around 10, telling me that my kid was sick. No, I came home. I was drunk. When I could not even hold my baby like this. I was drunk like this. I took an Uber. I was taking my kid to hospital. Okay, before that, I had a neighbor. She was also called Carol. She asked me, Mama Ryan, let me ask you something. Uh, does Regan faint? I told her no. The last time he fainted, he was 3 months. 3 months when he was sick. Then uh, she told me no. Your kid has been convulsing every day and you were never told. Imagine being told that your kid has been convulsing every day, every day, every day, every day, and the house help is not telling you. What does that tell you? That tells you that the house girl anachangia hiyo story, cause how can you see, like, you know how convulsing is, like someone looking like he's dying and you can't tell the mother. Does it make sense? It does not make sense. So I was told your kid has been convulsing every day, because how that neighbor knew that my kid has been convulsing every day. My kids love food. He eats very well. So she was coming. Maybe her kid was not eating, so she was coming with her kid in my house. When my kid is eating, they eat together so that her kid can eat. Then that day she took my son. They went rooftop so that they can eat together. Then after eating, they started playing. Then my Regan stopped and stayed like this. A kid was happy playing. Then he just stopped and stand like this. Then she called him, Regan, kwani umechoka? Then after she finished asking him, kwani umechoka, my start now started convulsing. She held his hand. Then she was saying in her heart, oh my God, I took someone's baby to come to die in my hands. She was very shocked. Then after a while it stopped, and that's why she had to tell me. So I had to call the house help because my off days were on Sundays. I called the house help. I asked her, does my kid faint? She told me yes, because I told her, I've seen him convulsing, and I decided to ask you if you've ever seen him doing the same thing, because I never wanted her to know that I've been told by the neighbor. Okay, so she told me yes, he has been convulsing, and I asked her, why have you ever not told me? She said, I thought it's normal. Normal? I asked her, normal? You thought it's normal? A kid convulsing, and you know, convulsing, someone looks like he's dying, and you can't tell me even a single day? Even if it's me seeing someone convulsing, I could scream the whole apartment. People can come into the house, you know. So I was like, okay, it's okay. I need to go to hospital and know what's happening. So that's when she called me that night and told me the baby is sick. So I came, I was drunk. That's why I'm telling you, you need to still walk. Still walk, God, because the devil has blinded you with those drinking and everything. You think that is life. That is not life. It's okay. You can drink and pray. Even if you're drinking, just pray, because a lot is happening behind the scene. Because you see, I was just drinking, thinking my kids are okay because they're eating well, they're dressing well. So I think that's life. That is not life. That is not life. I'm just lying to myself. So that night I'm drunk, I've taken an Uber. I'm like this, holding my baby like this. I am drunk. I'm staying like this. I can remember the Uber driver was alikuwa ananisomea, ananiambia, wewe ukiangusha huyo mtoto, because I'm drunk. I am drunk, but by the time we reached to Kiambu Hospital, I was sober. So I took my baby there. He was checked. Then the doctors were like, why is he convulsing every day? But I was given those anti hizo za kuconvulse, those medicine. Then I was told to go back on Monday for checkup. When I went there, no, uh when I went there, they checked him, there was nothing. Then I was sent to Kenyatta. When I was sent to Kenyatta, then they had to take a picture on his head, and they didn't see anything as well. So when I take the result back to Kiambu, that doctor, she was a nurse. That nurse told me, there's nothing wrong with your kid. The test is showing that he has never even convulsed. And you know, oh God, she told me, this is what you need to do. You need to stay with your kid for a while. Just take time and stay with your kid. And when you see him start doing that, just record. Just record, and then you'll come and show me. And I said, it's okay. Then, after now, I've been told nothing is wrong with my kid. Now I'm going home with a lot of question in my mind, asking myself, so what is this? What has been happening all along? So that's when now my mind started opening. I started seeing things in a different way, and I was like, God, I think I need to do something. I think I need to do something. I remember that day I called two house help, the ones that stayed in my house and my kids never got sick. I asked them, the time you were staying with my kid, did you ever see him convulsing? And they said no, they have never seen anything like that. And it's true. I have never seen my kid cough, or even, oh God, I don't know, I've never seen my kid even with a flu. Those other two house help one in my house, they were okay. My kids were okay. So, and I started calling my mom. I told my mom, imagine there's nothing wrong with my kid. I'm not understanding these things. Then that's when I remembered the dream that I had. That I had at night. Then when my kid was just 1 week old, then I prayed, and I had called my mom. Then I started reminding my mom of those that dream and all those things, the way my kid has been sick, and the test of the head does not show anything. So both of us, we were like, okay, this is not normal. eh. So now, guys, when I come back home, this girl has already packed, and she want to leave. Why do you want to leave? She's telling me that the grave of her grandmother has broken, and her and the other girl, not the other girl, the girl that had brought her into my house, they are going home as a family to know what they are going to do about it. And so, and you okay, you know, the other girl, when she was bringing her into my house, she told me don't know this girl, but she know she's from their village. Okay, but now this one is telling me that that one is her cousin, and they are going home to discuss as a family and know what to do with the grave of their grandmother. So I joined the dots that period. I had not started it praying and all those things, but now I started joining the dots and asking myself, wow, wow. And I said, it's okay. I remember that day was on Monday. Now, when I had gone to take the results of the head. Okay, so I released her, and I remember I had remained with her 1,000 bob, like nilibaki na dhao yake. So she just went. Um, then I stayed with my kids on Tuesday. Wednesday, I went to work with my kids. Remember, my job is not good. I'm not getting money. I'm not getting money. Nothing is happening in my life. Like, my life is stagnant. So I went, talked to my boss. She was so understanding. May God bless her. She gave me 1,500, because I asked her for 1,500 so that I can take now my kids home, so that I can come back and start working now, so that I can be able to raise my kids, like, because now I'm now scared of house helps, because if these things was happening and she was not telling me, you know maybe something, if I bring someone else, the worst will happen. So I told my mom that I'll bring my kids home, and my mom said it's okay. I also need to see how that thing happened, like how does it happen that he convulses every day. And let me shock you. Do you know, the moment I took my kids home, my baby has never convulsed till date. And I was taking, like, my mom was happy, like, I'm taking now my kids home. Now she'll see what my kid usually do when he's convulsing. Like, he wanted to see that experience. Nothing happened. Up to date, guys, up to date. My people, let me tell you, whatever happened after that, I'll tell you in the next video. You'll be shocked, my friend. Unaweza rushiwa harufu kama ujui. So guys, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Okay, and like God, life is very spiritual. Kindly be praying. Take care of your kids. Know who you are in the house. Make sure the one you are with in the house is prayerful, because what I've seen in my life, gosh, life is spiritual, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. May God bless you. Let's walk this journey together. I love you so much. Kisses. God bless you guys.